So if I was to tell you there was a technique that you can use to change your state of consciousness within seconds, would that be something that would interest you? Hi there and welcome to my video. Before I get started on today's topic, I wanted to just say a shout out to the people of the Bolton fire. I was watching it today on the news, and it just looks like Grenfell all over again. And I know back when Grenfell happened, it was the cladding that caught alight, and I believe it's the same thing that's happened this time as well. 72 people died at Grenfell, as far as I can remember, and my thoughts and prayers go out to you guys, and I hope that there are no fatalities. I really do. So that being said, I wanted to get on with what I was talking about in the car, with the this technique that I found. It's not mine, I don't own it, it's not, I'm sure there are other people that are doing exactly the same thing, but it's something that kind of fell in my lap at a moment when I really needed it. Grief hits me every day. In a very negative way. It hits me, and I call it the silent scream. You know, my facial expression is exactly that, and you become just swamped with this emotion that I can't deal with, that I don't know how to deal with. And during one of these episodes, I happened to do this technique, which brought me straight out of that moment, and I was able to get back up off the floor and continue my day. So this doesn't have to be about grief. This could be about high anxiety, depression, you know, phobias. You'd have to try this out for yourself, and it's a very simple technique. When you look at people, now I can't remember exactly who said it, I don't know if it was Tesla or if it was Einstein or if it was one of these other geniuses that said that there was enough energy within 1 cubic metre of empty space to power London for a day or something like that. Whether that's true or not, I'm not a physicist, I'm not a scientist, but there are many people over the past that have said similar sort of things. So this is a power that we can tap into with our consciousness. You don't have to have technology to draw power to power your house. But if you wanted to power your house using this energy source, then of course you'd need a technology. Consciousness wouldn't be able to do it, but because we are consciousness, we can draw off of that energy. So we are surrounded by material things, and we're obsessed with material things. Your newest phone, your newest telly, your biggest house, who's got the nicest car, and all we do all day is look at things, and it can be quite depressing, you know. It's designed that way, isn't it? We're obsessed. You know, adverts on the TV. You've got to have this to look good. You've got to have this. This is going to make you feel better. This is going to give you what you need. And you may buy that new car or that new item of clothing, and yeah, you feel good for 5 minutes. But yeah, it's just a vehicle that gets you from A to B. And you realise that these things outside of yourself, they don't actually. They don't work in the ability for them to pacify you for very long, to make you feel, they don't give you what you need. Alright, we're told that that's what we need, you know, but it's not. So my very simple technique, not mine, sorry, it's a technique that I've found that works really well for me when you're in that moment of absolute desolation. Bearing in mind, you don't have to be in that moment of absolute desolation to do this. Anyone can do it at any time. It's so simple, and it takes literally a second to do. and you'll notice a change within yourself. You'll notice a shift in consciousness, maybe something that you've never felt before. And if you're able to feel that state of consciousness within 1 second of trying, what could possibly be around the corner if you really set your mind to it? Where would it possibly lead you? So we are, as I said, obsessed with things, and we look at things. But what if we was to stop looking at the things and start looking at the space between the things? That empty space that is supposed to be packed full of energy, which we're told is completely empty, even though it holds air that we breathe and power. And you try holding your breath for 5 minutes and saying that this empty space isn't important. But if you focus your attention on the thing you're looking at and then bring it back, so I'm looking at this camera right now, and if I focus on the space between my eyes and the camera, there's a very subtle shift within myself, and it's quite a nice sensation. And when I'm feeling, when I'm in the midst of that grief, that pain, if I focus on the space around me, not the floor, not the walls, not the empty space around me, that sensation, that emotion falls away. You can up that as well. You can up the ante. You can make that sensation stronger, bigger, by not just seeing that space between you and whatever it is you're looking at, but really getting involved in that space, that empty space, by closing your eyes and being in that empty space that is all around you. You'll find that it's an amazing shift in consciousness, and you can do it within a blink of an eye. All you have to do is focus on the empty space between you and something else. You hold your hand out, you're looking at your hand, you can see your hand, but then you notice the empty space between your hand and your eyes, and it takes you somewhere else. It may take a bit of practice. For me, it happens straight away. People might not get it straight away. You might have to do it a couple of times. You might have to try it for a few days even. But for me, it's very immediate, and it was very immediate. And I was able to pull myself out of that terrible grief, that silent scream, and was able to get up and carry on with my day. And when I do it now, it brings me a lot of peace, it makes you very present. It brings you into, there's something in this empty space that surrounds us that we don't know about. And I know I'm probably going off on a tangent, and people are going, what is this man talking about? This empty space is packed with energy, and we can consciously tap into that, and it's good. It's good, alright? And so yeah, try to do that. Try to tap into that empty space around you, and then expand it out. Just expand it out and fill the empty space. Don't look for anything. Don't be thinking, right, this is going to make me feel good. This is going to do this for me. This is going to do that for me. I'm going to be able to manifest the life of my dreams with this technique. Don't do any of that. Stay within that space and just feel it vibrate through you, around you, and make it as big and as bold and as bright, and get involved in it as much as you can. And that empty space around you is packed full of energy, and if we can consciously tap into that energy using our heads and our hearts, taking away the ego, taking away what we need to survive, what we believe we need to survive, and just allowing that empty space to move through us, or us move through it, you start to feel a lot healthier within yourself, not only physically, emotionally, spiritually, because this empty space is just packed full of the good stuff, and we're ignoring it, and we need to tap into it, and it'll change. It's changing my life. and being able to use that to open up the chakra or energy points, whatever you want to call them, in your body in that empty space works so much quicker. I can open up and close my chakra with thought alone, the sensation of my chakra. If I open up my heart chakra, I can feel it opening. But if I take it into that empty space and open it there, it opens 10 times quicker and so much more powerfully. So there's something in this. There's something in this empty space, and I wanted to share it with you guys because maybe you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you're experiencing the same thing too. Maybe you have been doing this for years. And if you have, please leave a comment. And I'm sure, I mean, Trish from Good Grief, Trisha, she said there's some writings on this somewhere. If anyone knows anything about that, then please drop a link below or a comment and let me know, because we don't have to believe the bullshit anymore. We don't have to believe it. And it's a wonderful revelation when you get that sensation of there's something different going on, because different is good, right? You know, we all live the same mundane lot. We don't. I'm speaking for myself, I guess. I'm not speaking for everybody else. But so many people get up on the same side of the bed, brush their teeth the same way, go to work, drive to work the same way, get to work, get pissed off, get their paycheck, come home, and you know, this go to bed and just live this constant. Yeah, you're on the wheel, aren't you? On that kind of hamster wheel. With this technique, it's different. There's something different, and it will lead you somewhere. It will, but it takes perseverance. It takes practice, and it takes commitment. I'm doing this kind of meditation 2 or 3 times a day, and physically I feel amazing. Even though I haven't been down to the gym for maybe 2 months, I feel on top of the world. Emotionally, okay, I am screwed emotionally at the moment. For the most part of it, not every minute of every day, of course, but you know, that's grief. It's going to be this way. But without these, without meditating, I don't know where I'd be. I really don't. Without my kids, without the people that have been around me and supported me, and without this meditation and being able to tap into this energetic stream that is like a river that flows around us that we completely ignore, I don't know where I'd be. So just give it a go. Concentrate on the space between the things that you see, and focus on the sensation in your body when you do that. And it's worked wonders for me, and wanted to share it with you. So if there's anything else, if you know anything about this, then please drop a link or drop a comment and point me in the right direction, because I want to. I mean, I've been meditating all my life. I've been meditating for the last 20 odd years, and this is different because I'm able to experience it, as opposed to someone else telling me you should be feeling this. This is how, if you do this, you'll feel that. If you do that, you'll feel this. For me, none of it really worked. It was very relaxing, very calming, but I never felt anything. Not really. I've seen a few things in meditation, and spirit and what have you, which again I'll talk about later on another video. But this was immediate. You know, I felt it immediately. As soon as I did it, straight away, and was able to change my state of consciousness. So maybe it will help you guys too. And if it does, you know, fantastic. So thanks for watching, and I shall speak to you again in a day or two. Take care.